guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to another Coffee Talk Friday, or if you're new to my channel, welcome. And like always, before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a topic, a question, anything you want me to answer in the next Coffee Talk, because I love answering questions for you guys. And also in my last video, you guys said you liked it out here, so I thought I'd film out here again. And so yeah, without any further ado, let's just get right on into the video. Okay, so the first question comes from Nicole Fisher. Hey girl. And she said, new question, what's your top 3 favorite coffees? So if you're talking about coffees that I like to drink, I like lattes and I like cappuccinos, and I also like iced coffees, but I kind of like them from Dunkin' better. So yeah, those are my top 3. And I mean, I don't know, I have those like little K-cups that you make on like in the Keurig, but you know what, no, I don't count that as my top 3. I'm just gonna go with the first 3: lattes, cappuccinos, and iced coffees from Dunkin'. Okay, so the next question comes from Katie Katie, and she said, I'm not sure if you answered these in any of your Coffee Talk Friday videos, but here are my questions. Who is your favorite YouTuber, and is there any YouTuber that you look up to? And so my favorite YouTuber right now, I like kind of like mix it up all the time, but I've really been liking Sarah Baska. I feel like I always say that, but I really like Sarah Baska. And YouTuber that I look up to Sarah Baska, and I look up to Shawnee Grimmin, just because I feel like even though their channels has taken off and Sarah Baska has close to 1 million subscribers and Shawnee Grimmin has over 1 million subscribers, I feel like they just still have those authentic, genuine personalities. I mean, you can't really tell for sure, but that's just the vibes I get from them. I know I commented on Shawnee Grimmin's post one time, not expecting a comment back, and she commented back to me, and that's something that like you don't really see often, is a bigger YouTuber responding to comments. So yeah, I really respected that, and that's something that I think is really admirable. Admirable. Okay, so the next question comes from, it's Joanna. Hey Joanna. And she said, love this video. Thank you. And she said, what are your near future plans? Do you have any idea? So near future, I'm just trying to graduate with my bachelor's from college. I'll do that next year. And then go get my master's. And then hopefully move to Pittsburgh, but we'll have to see. But yeah, those are 2 things that, well, I guess 3 things that I'm really focused on doing right now. So yeah. Okay, so the next question comes from Kales. Hey girl, and she said, how do you come up with new video ideas that'll suit you and your YouTube style? So I really like to go on other people's videos and see what they're doing. You know, like I'll jump on a couple of like tag videos. Like I did the best friend tag with Krista, my friend. It's just stuff that like kind of speaks to me that I'm like, oh, you know, I'd like to do that. That seems like something I'd like to do. And when it comes to YouTube style, I don't feel like I really have one, because I'm kind of like all over the place. So I feel like it's easier for me to create videos. I've been open with you guys and saying, oh my gosh, has my flashlight been on this whole time? I'm sorry. But I've been open with you guys and saying that my channel doesn't really have a theme to it. It's kind of just what I feel inspired on doing, and I think you guys really are okay with that, and I really respect that, and I'm so happy to have people like you who kind of can just roll with the punches. But yeah, you don't have to have like a YouTube theme if that's what you're worried about. I would totally just do what you want to do. So let's say you want to do a makeup video, but you never do makeup videos. Do the makeup video anyways. Like, it's what you want to do. It's your channel. So but if you want to know how to find videos that you like, I would totally just look at what's going on right now. Look at some other YouTubers' videos and see what they're doing, and maybe if one speaks to you, then go with it. Okay, so the next question comes from Life with V. Hey V, and she said, if you could travel anywhere, where would you go and why? And I would probably travel to Ireland, just because I think the scenery there is super beautiful, and that's where I'm from. So I would love to go there someday. I know I'm gonna go there someday. Okay, so the next question comes from May Fix. Hey May, and she said, my question for you next video is, when you're feeling down or sad, how do you pick yourself up, and what methods do you use to improve your mood and stay positive? So that's like a really good question. When I'm feeling down, I know that, okay, it's different for everybody, and I know that everybody has different ways to pick themselves up when they're feeling down. Some people like to be alone, and I totally get that, because, you know, when you're alone, it's just kind of like nobody's like, oh, like, what's wrong? And if you're feeling down, you could just have your time to feel down, and then when you're ready, you could get up and go out. But what I personally like to do is I like to hang out with friends. You know, your friends are your biggest supporters, your biggest, you know, they want to support you in everything you do, and when you're feeling down, they just want to make you feel better. And so yeah, I just like to go out there and get your mind off of things too. So I don't know, I like doing that. I also like coming out here because I think it's so cute out here, and I don't know, it gets my mind off of things. I could just sit here and watch your guys' videos, or, you know, do some homework, and it's just really relaxed. So for positive mindset, you know, the way I look at things is, if everything in your life is totally good, you never have any hiccups, you never have any hardships, you never have any struggles, then when you don't have the struggles and your life is good, you wouldn't be able to cherish those moments, you know what I mean? So let's say, you know, you've been struggling really hard in school, but then you get that A on the test. If you just constantly get A's, you're not going to be impressed. You're just going to be like, okay, another A. But if you struggled and you worked hard, and you know what I'm saying? It's just, you have to have downs in your life to admire the ups, if that makes sense. Kind of cheesy, but it is the way I look at it, so. Okay, so the next question comes from Rooney Mac. Hey Rooney, and she said, what's your dream job after college? So my dream job after college isn't probably going to be my dream job, because I have to go back to college after I graduate. And straight out of college, I'm probably not going to get the dream job I want. I'm probably going to work in a local hospital. Maybe my internship will accept me in out of college if I do a good job. I don't know. But so yeah, I would like to work in a hospital. And then when I graduate with my master's, I'll have some work time under my belt, so it looks like I'm more qualified for higher up jobs. And then when I get done with my master's, we'll have to see how determined I'm feeling, but I might go back for my PhD. That's my ultimate dream job. I know I just blabbed for like 5 minutes, but my ultimate dream job would be to be a professor in a college in Pittsburgh. Kind of high standards to set for myself, but I really would like to do it. I would really like to push myself, because that's just something that I'm passionate about. So yeah. Okay, so the next question comes from Vera. Hey Vera, and she said, what are your goals for this summer? Okay. Like, I want to travel, because I know I say this in literally all my videos, and you guys are probably like, shut up. But I want to travel because I got over my fear of flying, and that was something that's really hindered my traveling, just because obviously can't get very far, and I don't want to drive in a car far away. But I would like to travel a lot this summer and maybe get a tan, because I'm a little pale. But yeah, just stuff like that. Also, I just, you know, I'm probably going to enjoy my time off in the summer, because this will be the last break I get for almost 2 years. So I just kind of want to enjoy it. And yeah, hang out with friends, do all that fun college kid stuff, and yeah. Okay, so the next question comes from Jessica Williamson, and she said, question for next week, where do you see yourself in 10 years? What are your goals in life? So in 10 years, I will be 31 years old. I hope to be married. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If not, that's fine. But I would hope to be married. I would like to have at least one child at 31. And yeah, I would like to ultimately, high goal to set for myself, but I would like to be done with my PhD by 31 after a little break between my master's and my PhD. Working in a college, making good money, being able to support my family, and stuff like that. So yeah, those are just some goals I have for myself. And hopefully YouTube will still be a part of my life as long as I can stay on the platform. I'd love to do this for as long as I can. And my YouTube goals, I guess I just want to still have an audience who still watches me, who still thinks I'm fun. And yeah, so that is where I see myself in 10 years. So next question comes from Annie Peterson, and she says, I have a question that I don't know is appropriate. All your guys' questions are appropriate, ask away. But does schooling cost a ton for you? I know school in the States is higher than Canada, but I'm just wondering how outrageous it is. So I go to a state school, so it is expensive, but it's not as expensive because I know what you're talking about. So my tuition is around $16,000 a year. But my dream school was actually in Pittsburgh. It was in Duquesne, and the cost for Duquesne is almost $40,000 a semester, I believe, like totaling out to $80,000 for a year. So that was kind of crazy, and obviously I can't afford that, but yeah, I totally understand what you mean. College in the States is stupid expensive. Okay, so the next question comes from Danielle Neven. Hey Danielle. And she said, I got another question finally for next time. You're so funny. What is your favorite coffee order at Dunkin', Starbucks? How do you like your coffee? Okay, so my favorite coffee order at Dunkin'. Ooh, okay. So it depends how sugary I'm feeling. If I'm not feeling very sugary, I will just get a coffee, an iced coffee. This is from Dunkin'. An iced coffee with cream and sugar, which has sugar in it, and I just said I wasn't feeling sugary, but bear with me. But if I am feeling sugary and I need that extra, like, oomph, then I'll get it with caramel too. And from Starbucks, I actually don't get coffees from Starbucks. I get teas from Starbucks. I'll get a chai tea. Or my friend accidentally got the wrong order the other day at Starbucks, and she was like, just drink it, like I don't like it. And I don't like teas from Starbucks usually, and I drank it, and now that's all I'll get. It was a lemonade with peach sweetener, so I don't know, it was weird because she wanted to get a green tea with like the peach, and I don't know, she wanted it with like green tea and they left out the green tea, so it was just the lemonade and the peach. Anyways, that's just like my new favorite drink from there. Yeah, I wish I could give you guys like an order from Starbucks, but if I did get a coffee, I think I would just get like a cappuccino because I like their hot coffees. I'm not a big fan of their cold coffees, so. Okay, so the next question comes from Just Keep It Christy. Hey Christy, and she said, question for next Friday, what's your job at the moment? So my job at the moment is, I don't know why I had to think about it. I work in retail. I work at a department store. I really love it. I've been there for 5 years, since I was 16. It's honestly like, it's the best job I could have had growing up. I love all my coworkers. I can't say enough good things about it. The customers there rock. In 5 years, I can name on one hand bad experiences that I've had. So yeah, that's my job at the moment. Okay, so thank you guys for all your awesome questions. This was such a fun coffee talk to film. I hope you guys liked it as much as I enjoyed filming it for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps me out a lot. And don't forget to leave me questions too. Or if you don't want to leave me a question, leave me a comment because I love talking to you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a really good day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.